Alright y'all, welcome back. So I am out on the road, and if you can tell, there's a storm in front of me, and I am going to try to intercept this thing. It's actually a pretty wild storm. I am in Iowa trying to get in front of it, and the spot I went to go camp at, which was like 20 minutes back that way, I talked to there was a park ranger that was there. They had a bunch of trees that blew down like a day or so ago, and they're completely blocking the road. And he was trying to pull them out with the tractor, but it's so muddy it was tearing everything up. So I couldn't camp there because I couldn't get into the campground. So I found another spot. It's another 8 minutes away, and it looks like it should be in the path of this storm. So we'll see what I can find if I can get some good shots of a storm rolling through. And we've got some great dinner for tonight. At least we'll see how it turns out, kind of thing. And
continue for 2 miles.
Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Oh, railroad tracks. So, okay. So, I'll see you guys at the campsite, and we'll see what the storm's all about. Well, if you can hear me, I've made it to a spot. It's pouring rain. I don't even want to get out to get to the back of the truck right now. There is a little bit of hail, but this is only supposed to last for maybe an hour. It is just dumping. Ooh, you guys see the lightning? Now, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. That building is a tornado shelter, so I'm not super worried about like anything here. I just don't want to get out. I'm gonna get absolutely soaking wet. Crap. All right, well, switch to the GoPro. Let's see if we can do this without getting too wet. There's just a bunch of junk up here I gotta grab. Pretty sure it's unlocked back there. I'm just gonna have to do 2 trips. Oh man. Oh man. Well, it is just dumping out there. My back is soaked already. Wow. Oh, I still got more stuff I gotta grab though. And I need to plug in. And give you guys a little bit more light in here. Yeah, storming pretty good. Can't complain about the storm. It's just I was really hoping that I would get here before it hit, but with the other spot being closed, it's just is what it is. fell over, but it'll be fine. I want to keep this cracked open if I can. Do I have anything to use? Well, there we go. I got a can of soup in there. It keeps it cracked a little bit. The edges of this topper are a terrible design. You see how that's just running water off? It just sits here and runs right here, and it'll get all this wet. And it'll get the floor wet right there too. So I need to put some sort of seal right there, since this whole area is kind of open. But when it's raining like this, if you can pop that open, it's fine. Hear that lightning? And then like when it's in my driveway, it's at enough of an angle, if it rains, the rain goes backwards. But like sitting at a campsite, a lot of the times, if you're on a level spot, it'll just kind of run that way. And it's not like it soaks your floor, but you definitely get your floor wet from it. So that's on the list. And my floor is all muddy and the floor junk now. Well, it's gonna stop before it gets dark out, so we'll be able to clean this junk out. Now, I'm gonna have to get out there and try to plug in, but let's just go ahead and get this dinner going, I guess, guys. But too many bags of things. I don't even know what's in there. Oh, all right, we got some seasonings. Got ourselves some olive oil spray. My coffee cup for tomorrow. And down here, breakfast, and we've got some Godfather's pizza sauce. We're gonna attempt to make a pizza, just a straight up pizza in the bottom of this slow cooker. It seems like a pretty simple recipe, so this should be pretty easy to do. Gonna try to get it ready. Yeah, stupid thing getting wet over there. It's annoying. My wife let me take her fancy crock pot. I honestly don't know if I've used this thing. I did get it nice and wet though, huh? Normally when I take a crock pot with me, although I've only done it a few times for videos, I take the smaller one that we've got. I usually don't need anything like this. You can hear a lot of lightning, but you can't really see much of any of it. And it's got locks, which is cool. All right, I got a bunch of junk in here I gotta grab. This. Well, we got a couple different kinds of cheese, and I picked up some pepperoni. Some nice Thunder out there. And we've also got some Canadian bacon, so we'll do a half and half probably. I grabbed some pre-cut peppers, like pre-chopped up peppers, just so I don't have to worry about grabbing any big ones, but there we go. We'll toss some of those on there. It's a pizza, you can put anything you want on it. And other than that, we've just got a thing of pre-made dough. Pretty sure this is the same dough that I used for the Spam pizza that I made. I need more counter space in here. It's so loud. All right. Pretty simple recipe, just make pizza. Don't want it to stick in there, that's for sure. Try to give you guys a shot of what I'm actually doing in the pan there. I don't know if this is going to fit, but I wasn't about to try to make my own dough right here, you know? I don't know, maybe we just shove the whole thing in here and fold the edges over. It's not gonna hurt nothing, right? A little bit of extra crust. It's like twice the amount of dough that I need, dude. Probably could have got a smaller one. We're just gonna send it. I'm just spilling junk everywhere. All right, next up, pizza sauce. Not too shabby. So for cheese, I brought some of this Carolina Reaper that we used in a previous video. I'm not going to use a ton of this, but I figured a good sprinkle on here would have been nice. Give it a little bit of spice, you know. That's probably good for that one. And then I just grabbed what else we had in our fridge at home, which is Fiesta blend. Doesn't look too bad. Well, I was gonna do half and half as far as like the meats go, but we'll just put them all over everything. Pepperonis. Probably enough, right? A couple for me. And then I've got some red peppers, crushed red pepper. We'll just put a little bit of that on. Should have probably just put that in the marinara, but it's all right. Italian seasoning. Don't want to overdo it with this though. Ooh, there was some lightning. And we'll sprinkle on some of this stuff. Good veggies. And I'm going to put a little bit more cheese on top. We'll do a little bit of the habanero cheese on the top. Ooh, there we go. That was some good thunder. And that's it. At least I think. I don't even know what I did with my phone. Did I leave it up there? I can't tell. Y'all, did I bring my phone back here with me? Yes, I did. Alright. There's some decent lightning going on out there. Yeah, that's it for ingredients. And then I just found this random recipe and it says cover slow cooker and cook on low until crust turns golden and cheese is melty. 3 to 4 hours. And there we are. All right, I'm gonna get some of my junk in here picked up. Probably get this stuff put away before we hop out and plug this thing in. I just got a message from my wife that there's a tornado over the interstate, but I'm pretty far away from that. I know you guys can't see me very well, but I wanted to try to see the lightning, you know. And then she actually caught a photo of one in town. Really don't want to get out and do this, but it's 6 o'clock, so it's going to be at least 9 o'clock before this is ready, so I got to get this plugged in. Want to make sure I'm not too tangled up, dangle dang. Might help if I put this away appropriately, but it's all right. Come on. I just soaked my floor. You guys see how wet that is? Sweet. If you open the back window all the way, the water will run. Can't even hold the light right. If you open this up all the way, the water runs back right over to this corner here, and it drips straight down into the bed. That's annoying. I do have my heater under the bed though. Maybe later after the storm and after this is cooked, I can stick the heater on it to try to soak it up, but I'll try to get a little bit of it with paper towels. I can hear the birds chirping out there. Yeah. Dang old dang. The rain gets you sometimes, I tell you. All right. I don't know how to use this thing. Maybe I did use this for the... Did I use this for the crock pot? What was I trying to make? Like tacos or enchiladas or something? I don't even remember. Might have used this one. Select low. So just, is that on? Timer. That's 2 hours and 30 minutes. I think it's going. I'll watch it. Yeah, and I think you just shut it off. All right. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed with this one. As long as it doesn't like burn the bottom to a crisp, which it shouldn't since I sprayed it down and it's slow cooking. Like I'd be able to smell it if it's burning, but should be all right. I don't know if I have anything to like try to take this out and set it on to eat it with, but, and yeah, not super stoked that I have it on my cooler, but I don't really want to set it on the floor either. I don't know. I'm gonna hang out and listen to the rain, y'all. It already sounds like it's lightening up. There's a lake down here, we'll check that out. It's super low and there's like this pier that goes out in there that's like 20 feet off the water line, so. Well, we're in a tornado watch right here actually until 7. So another 45 minutes. See if I could show the radar to you guys. So that's its current state. And you can see where I am. There was some lightning. Damn. It almost sounds like hail again. dumping out there. Yeah, tiny little hail. What? That was bright. I'm gonna give you guys a shot out the window, but I don't know if it's gonna help. If you'll be able to see what you'll be able to see out there. Oh, it looks like that might be the end of it. Well, the storm, I think, is completely over. Let's hop out and take a look at the clouds. Everything's soaking wet. Sweet. Ah, there we go. And it's clear off that way. So storms came from that direction, rolled this way, and there was tornadoes all over, dude. The storm chasers were everywhere. Like I said, my wife caught one in town. She'd got a picture of it, and then she watched it disappear. There was one in Lincoln, Nebraska. There was one in, I believe, Elkhorn, Nebraska. I'm out here in Iowa because I was hoping to catch it here, and I didn't get much, but I just got a message from Kyle at All Dogs that there's a massive one to the east of me right now. And the first spot I went to camp at was probably 30 or 40 miles basically straight east of me. I went and checked one that was a little ways north, but the campground was so surrounded by trees that you couldn't really see anything. And then I ended up finding this one. So over the course of like 40 minutes, I found 3 new campgrounds within 30 minutes of each other. Like I'm telling you, if you guys just look at maps for a while, you'll find them everywhere, at least in this area, dude. They're all over in Iowa. Well, it's gorgeous out now. It's a little bit chilly. Might grab my hoodie. We'll just hang out. I guess I gotta try to dry off some of the stuff in the back of my truck now. Stupid. Well, I didn't have to use the tornado shelter, but we're gonna have to go look at that. Let's go check that out right now, and then we'll walk down to the lake down there. But I parked right next to the tornado shelter, y'all. My campground is right there. Right in front of me is the tornado shelter. And it's neat that they have these here. Should have put my other shoes on. It's just a big room. Check that out if you can see it. When was this put up? 2015. Occupancy 23 people. It's got a couple of vents. If you were, try this way. If you were daring, I don't know, like if you could get away with it. It's really echoey in here. Caw-caw, caw-caw. But, I mean, if you're daring, you could camp in there. Not a bad little park that I found, though. I might change my shoes just so I don't get my nicer pair of Adidas's dirty. Where are my other shoes at? Back here, I think. All right, let's wander on down to the water here. Man, the water level is so low here. I don't know, maybe that's a new ramp they put in recently. Looks like it. But it doesn't even go into the water. Like, you can see over there, look how high up that fishing pier is. Yeah, that's wild. Like, the water should be probably right up here. Like, this should all be under super low water level. This is really nice, though. It's a nice lake. This is a beautiful park. Multiple campsites here, and there's a couple more on the other, like right above that tree line. You can see some fish popping over there. I'm curious how deep this thing would be right now, dude. It can't be that deep considering how low it is. But this would be a perfect little spot for a kayak. It's cool that I found this place, y'all. You never know what you're going to find if you're just out trying to find them, you know, if you're looking. Yeah, there should be so much more water here. You can see an old bank line right there, which would still be, I feel like, fairly low. I mean, you can see maybe, no, you can't see it. Hold on. Can you see it now? Yeah. So the standpipe is over there, and it's like up here. This water has to get all the way up there. And you can see where it's been at on the bank line. And stormy clouds. Well, kind of want to fish, but I don't have an Iowa fishing license. I don't feel like paying for one for the hour of light that I have, probably. Huh. Got a playground and whatnot, but I head back up to the truck and we'll grab our drink for the evening and see what that thing's all about. Well, it's still, I got a few sprinkles here and there, but I think for the most part it's done. I don't know if you guys can see the clouds. It'd be easier if I turn this down, but you might not be able to see me very well. I don't know. They're kind of still looking kind of neat, but picked up this neutral vodka seltzer with real juice, and it's pineapple. So I gotta just turn that back up. You guys can't see me. Right over there. That's good. All right. So it's pineapple, vodka, seltzer, real juice. So Vodka with real juice, sparkling water, and natural flavors. Have I had one of these? I don't think so. I had the, what was it? Is it High Noon pineapple? And I thought that was pretty decent. So I figured I had to try this. Part of me feels like I've had this before. If I just recently had this, I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, but I don't think so. It's got one of those fancy lids on it that you can close. Not too shabby, not too shabby. I'm not a huge fan of seltzers. I don't like White Claws. I don't feel like they have enough flavor. But the High Noon one is pretty good. This is comparable, I think, to the High Noon. And so far, pineapple is the only flavor that I found that I like. I put the crock pot on the tailgate. My voice is echoing off the tornado shelter. Put the crock pot on the tailgate so I don't have to have it sitting on top of my cooler. It's not, I don't feel like we're going to get like another storm rolling through. It's just going to be cloudy, and I don't know. It's cloudy that way. And then over this way, like I said, you guys, maybe if I'm not in front of the camera, it'll look better. There you go. You got some dirty old storm clouds kind of going that way. It's not bad though. Probably the worst of it looks over there. But blue skies. And the birds are chirping, so not too shabby. I might as well get a fire going. The fire pit's got like a, oh, it's not bad. It's drained out. It was looking like a pool of water there for a second. There's trash in there, of course. This is a park that doesn't have, you can see beer cans and a bunch of cigarette butts. I'm not worried about it since I'm not cooking in there. The bummer is like all the twigs and everything is going to be soaking wet that I usually use to help start it, but we should be able to get her going. I'm a man. I can start a fire. As I drink my pineapple seltzer. Cheers, y'all. And set this on the table. Probably have to break out my fancy light later. Really stoked on that thing. Works so nice. What is that? Big old spider. You guys see that? Doesn't want to focus on it. There we go. Maybe. Still doesn't want to focus on it. Dang old camera. Well, I'm going to set you free. I can't tell what that is. It's got a really weird looking backside. Set you free in the tree over here. Get off my woods. I don't want to burn you. I ain't got to. There you go. Dude just went from my wood pile in my backyard, like what, 100 miles into Iowa from my house. I don't know, 75 miles probably I am from home. Better than my backyard, I can tell you that, bud. clouds are kind of rolling back in. I don't think it's supposed to rain again though. Well, I went over to the truck to grab some more wood and I quickly closed my tailgate. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. Maybe? Can you see all those little bugs? They're everywhere. Look at this. All those little dots. That's all bugs. They're all over the whole side of my truck. Everywhere. It doesn't want to focus, but look at those. They're everywhere. I have no idea what they are. Tiny little, they look red almost. I've never seen that before. Just this side of it. Well, I hope those guys go away because, zoom that out. Because I'd like to be able to crack my windows tonight. And those guys are small enough that they could easily get through the screen. Yeah, what is that? Can you see it? What are those? They're everywhere. It's all bugs. I was worried they were going to get in the back. This side's, it's got some on it. Oh, a rainbow. Can you see that? Where's the end of it at? Dangle dang? Up there on the top of the hill. No, I haven't seen a rainbow for a while. The sunset's going to be gorgeous tonight with all the clouds. Yeah. I don't know what all these bugs are, dude, but they're everywhere. They're inside the door jamb. I hope those guys go away. About to get a thumbnail. Try to anyways. And walk over here and there. Look at that guy. What up, little dude? Hey, little froggy guy. You might be able to hear him off that way. He's hopping along. Go do your thing, buddy. I ain't gonna bother you. I just want to take some pictures. Alright, y'all. Well, I think it's time to try this pizza. I guess at least look at it. It's been in there for probably just over 3 hours at this point. Try to move some of this junk out of my way. Alright. I've had it sitting on the floor. I grabbed my cutting board. We might be able to maybe get it out onto this. Got some silverware. Probably gonna need some paper towels. And did I bring anything else? I don't think I brought any hot sauce or anything with me. No, I didn't. I think that's all I've got. I didn't bring anything with me for it. Unplug this guy. Well, let's see what this thing looks like. That looks pretty decent. It's all fogged up. We're gonna let it sit. It's still bubbling. I turned this thing off. We'll give it a few minutes to maybe cool off and relax a little bit. I could open my windows up maybe. I ain't got nowhere to put this. Just don't set it on my camera. Trash bag. Actually, I'll probably put those on too while we let that sit for a minute. I don't know about those little bugs, but we're definitely gonna need some windows open because it's warm in here, especially with this thing now. All right, I think we're gonna try to get this thing out on this cutting board without dumping it all over the place. Maybe. There we go. Oh, don't collapse on me. There we go. Bam, look at that. I did it. That wasn't that bad. Well, there is our pizza. I don't think that looks bad at all. I almost feel like maybe this side of the crust ain't fully cooked. Maybe it could have used a little bit longer, but boy, that looks pretty good to me. Should have brought a pizza cutter. We got our handy dandy pocket knife. I didn't expect this to turn out like a pizza would out of the oven, but that looks pretty good. I guess the test will be if this crust is, how this crust is. Y'all, that's pretty dang good looking. I bet you could like layer this and just give it longer. I don't think I'm gonna have any problem eating all of this. But I do feel dumb that I didn't bring any ranch, or I've got some hot honey that probably would have been good on this. I should have brought some sort of sauce for the top of it. All right. Can we just manhandle it? Hot. That's good. That's good. Maybe I could have let it go for another hour. It was probably 3.5 hours, but it's tasty. You don't really lose any of the oils and juices from the cheese either. It's all in there cooking with it. Y'all, that's a good pizza. I didn't really know what to expect. I do think the crust could be like, I don't feel like you're ever going to get a super crispy crust out of this. I might be completely wrong. So it doesn't really have a super crispy crust. But you could probably make your own crust and do like a good deep dish. I didn't, this wasn't going to probably come up a lot. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. I feel like the dough is done, but it's softer and it's juicier. Like the pizza is really juicy. I dig it. And you could put anything you want on it. Any kind of recipe you want to do with this. I gotta say, I'm a fan. That's not a bad piece of pizza, dude. I should have put some mushrooms on it. Like, it's whatever you want to do. I'd make this for the wife and I. I almost feel like I put too much cheese on. And it is a little bit spicy. It's not terrible. Like, I tried not to overdo it on that habanero cheese. I didn't want to kill the pizza with it. I'm sitting here snarfing this pizza, y'all. I've been looking through Facebook and stuff like that. Like, Omaha got hammered, dude. I don't know. Probably didn't show you the picture that my wife caught. So where did I? That picture was taken 5 blocks from my house. Ish. And there's another local YouTuber by the name of Flair, and he's got a big house and whatnot that he's been putting together, and I guess he got hit and lost his barns, lost his he's got a big shed full of stuff. And what else did I see? Like there was a huge tornado. That's close to Epley Airport, which is like the big airport at Omaha. Epley got hit hard. That's one of the neighborhoods in Omaha. Just completely decimated it. There's been a few. I think there was just one that was announced outside of Des Moines, which would be from where I'm at, maybe like an hour and a half farther, maybe an hour. One of the homies, I don't know if he wants me to show his name on there, but one of the other homies caught that was from his work parking lot in Lincoln. You see that? I've gotten a few messages from you guys, and by the time you guys see this video, it'll be almost a week probably. So you guys will have heard a lot of this stuff and maybe seen stuff on the news. I'm sure you're going to see stuff on the news. Huge tornado went across Interstate 80. That's the tornado. The whole thing. And you can see that road right there. It was huge. Kind of bummed that I didn't get to see it. I mean, it's terrible that it happened, but I've never had the opportunity to see one, and I was really hoping that I'd catch one. At least see a funnel cloud today. But didn't have the luck, but they're gonna need some help around here. But anyways, y'all, enough with the negative news. Pizza was good. Like, I'm already like trying to think of ways that I could have made that better. I'm kind of wondering that if you, instead of using a pizza crust, use like a biscuit, like the flaky biscuit crust. If maybe that would have cooked quicker. Oh, either way, I'd make it again. And the fact that it's like, it was simple to do, and I didn't have to worry about it. You know, it was done. I enjoyed it. Let me get this cleaned up. Probably just dump this nonsense outside. I'll throw the crock pot up in the front of the truck while I'm at it, so I don't have that thing floating around here for the rest of the night. So. was up there, wasn't it? Oh, my floor is so dirty. All right, well, got all the dinner cleaned up. My floor is filthy. Oh. I'm just gonna probably watch a little bit of YouTube on my phone before I go to bed. Maybe a couple of videos. I don't feel like staying up for 2 more hours to watch a movie at this point. It's been a long day. I was on the phone with the wife for a little while. She was telling me all about the tornado she saw. So many videos out, like, yeah, it was a wild storm. I just saw a video of it, like one hitting a train. Like the dudes were in the cab of the train. I don't know what you would call it. Yeah, they were in the train and they got hammered. Let's see. Why can I never remember it? Dude, I'm terrible with names. Just saw it on my feed. It takes a while. But they're watching you can see it in the background there.
How come you don't hear no sirens?
And they're in a train.
Shouldn't get away from the windows?
They're like the conductors of the train. You can see there, yeah, they're like scrambling to hide. It goes right over the top of them.
Right over us.
Bust all the windows. At least they were in something that was multiple tons. And luckily it didn't knock them over. But I'm gonna watch a couple more vids on the tube here and I'm gonna get crashed out. I'll see you guys in the morning. Oh, good morning, y'all. Oh, shit. 9 o'clock. Slept great. Oh, man. Windows. You guys light. Had the windows open all night. Birds are chirping. Oh, jeez. We had this couple of episodes back. Black Rifle Tacti-Squatch. Minute to brew up. Shablam. I've been getting a lot of messages actually from you guys asking if I'm all right. So I appreciate that you're thinking about me like that, but I'm all good. Wife's good. I don't really know anybody personally that got hit. I mean, the person that I would know the best that got hit, and I've never actually met the guy, would be Flair, but you know, I watched all his videos, so I feel like I know him. Get this extension cord. Put it inside the wood tote. That's better. This is also gonna go back there, as dirty as it is. Try not to put any more dirt on my carpet right now. They say French press coffee is the strongest coffee you can get. I never really thought about it. And especially like this, because the whole time you're drinking it, the grounds are in there, just releasing everything they can. It's not like a regular coffee pot where it just runs through it and then you just get that little bit that the water takes through. So I'd say it's probably true, because usually when I have one of these, this is all I drink. But like at home, I'll drink like an 8 or 10 cup pot. All right, I'm gonna toss these in the truck because I gotta go up to the bathroom. Yeah, it's a nice little lake. There's what, 1, 2, 3, 6. Looks like 6 spots right here. And then right over here is a bathroom. I assume there's a shower in there. Check it out, I guess. Ooh. This ain't bad at all, yo. Lock the truck up. I mean, it definitely could be worse. And you got showers. Yeah, this is a nice park. I imagine it probably gets busy on the weekends, and there's nobody here. There was nobody here last night because the storms were rolling through. But it's cool because you can go hike up through there. It's all open. There's a couple of trails on a map, but if I show you the map, then you'll know where I am. Oh no, I'm locked out. Oh yeah, feels much better. Well, I'm gonna get myself headed on down the road. I hate that there's like nowhere on my dashboard that you can set a camera nicely, except for right there. And then it wants to focus on the steering wheel. That's as low as it'll go. Yeah, we gotta try one of these at least. That coffee is decent. I've had it before. Little donut. Does taste surprisingly just like a honey bun. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Crock-pot pizza was different, y'all. It's not anything that I had ever thought of. I had gone camping the night before, went home, had a cup of coffee at home, I think, and the storms were supposed to roll in, and I was like, crap, man, I gotta get out and try to catch these. And I figured I was going to be stuck in the rig, so I just quickly searched like simple crock pot meals. Little 311. Search crock pot meals, and that was like one of the first ones that came up. And I was like, that looks good. I like pizza. You know, it's simple. It's one pot. You don't have to pre-cook anything. You don't have to do any nonsense. And I was surprised how good it was. You know, there's multiple different crusts you could try. You could probably like double or triple layer things if you wanted to do that, like a cheese crust, cheese stuffed crust. You could probably do that. And obviously you could just stick the same thing in the oven, but I don't have an oven in my truck. Most, you know, unless you have a camper, you typically don't have an oven that you can use. So it worked out great. And in my rush to try to get ahead of the storm, I completely missed all the good stuff. It all happened right around where I live. So, kind of a fail. I should have been following some of the storm chasers because they were on live and stuff like that. I could have at least saw the tornadoes and maybe tried to see one in person. But one of these days I'll get the opportunity, I'm sure. Let's hope anyways. But I think it's time to get out of here, y'all. It is a Saturday today, so we'll go home and see the missus. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next adventure. I'll see you in a bit.